Today I'm here with you to experience something that foodies all over the world can relate to. Korean barbecue, but not any Korean barbecue. The best Korean barbecue on the East Coast of the United States of America. I've traveled long and far to get to Annandale, Virginia. This place is supposedly the place where the Korean hotspots, how do you call it? The Korean people of the East Coast congregate in large numbers. In this area alone, there are over a dozen different Korean barbecue restaurants, most of which have really high reputations. They have incredibly high ratings and reviews on Yelp, and they're just incredible. So I'm very new to Korean barbecue. I've tried it only a few times before, and this time I chose this restaurant behind me, To Sok Jip. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm not Korean. But the point is, this restaurant is apparently at the top of the list. Apparently a lot of Korean people congregate here, and you can kind of see that there's a lot of Korean stuff in the area. Right next to To Sok Jip, there's Bonchon, which is another Korean barbecue place, I'm sure, or some type of restaurant that's Korean barbecue. There's something over there, I don't know what it is. It has Korean barbecue on its name. I don't know what it doesn't have Korean barbecue on its name, but you can kind of see there's Korean lettering on the roof. It does rather look like some type of real estate place. I don't know what it is, but you can see the point is, this place is the hot of the hot. Now, let me explain to you why I chose this one, To Sok Jip, in place of all the others that have all incredibly high reviews. The answer is quite simple. It's because it's number 3 on Yelp average reviews. Number 1 and 2, I've already been to. And during this dining experience, let's head on in. I will kind of give you my rating and review on the other 2 that I went to, Yichon, and I think the other one is called Haguya. Here's a little clue as to those others. One I really liked, the other one I liked, but I was kind of surprised and disappointed at some aspects. Let's get in there. All right, guys, I screwed up. That one was not a Korean barbecue experience. It was just a standard Korean restaurant. It was still good, but they didn't barbecue anything. One of the waitresses almost tried to trick me, it seems. And she was like, oh yeah, we kind of do barbecue here. And then the other waitress was like, no, we don't do any barbecue here. It's just a standard restaurant. People were eating just like fish and rice at the table. It was a packed restaurant, but it wasn't Korean barbecue. So now I've hit number 3 of the actual Korean barbecue list on Yelp. This one does really well on Google. It's like rated really high on Google. It's called Oggad-gip. And you know, I could have gone to one of the top 2 again, but I know how that is. I want to try a different experience. So if this one doesn't work out, we are going to one of the top 2. I'm hoping this one will work out. It's called Oggad-dip. And you gotta be careful with the Yelp reviews. You have to actually read the reviews, because a lot of the restaurants that, even if you search Korean barbecue, the list of drop down that come up on the first and second page, half of them aren't Korean barbecue themed. They're just normal Korean restaurants, or they're known for their soup or their tofu or their fried chicken rather than Korean barbecue. So let's go in there. Looks like I caught this place at a moderately good time. I mean, some people will complain that it's empty, but for me, I mean, as long as the reputation holds, it's better, because then I don't have to wait in line, don't have to waste time waiting in line, basically. So here's what I was gonna say. Regarding the 2 other ones I went to, the other places, here's my review. So the most popular one, well rated, which is called Haguya, something like that. That one is, first off, it's very metallic. So the table's all metal, everything's metal, it's very casual. People sitting there are wearing casual clothes, yet only difference was that the walls were covered, kind of like Five Guys, just covered with awards, like Washingtonian, like all these different awards. Now, as far as the actual experience goes, it was good, worth it, but you paid for it, not excessively. And I mean, it was pretty much an average experience plus a little bit of extra pizzazz, but not much. So what I mean is that, like, when you left, they gave you a free complimentary iced coffee shot, which is nice. You could tell the meat was higher quality. You could tell they gave you a few extra more sides, and if you want any extra rice or kimchi or vegetables, all those sides that come with it, that was complimentary too, so you didn't have to pay extra. But as far as the actual experience, I mean, it's about $40-50 for a dinner of 2, I think it was. Maybe, yeah, about $50. So about $30 per person for one meal of Korean barbecue. And it was just a standard meal. You put the raw meat in the center, they cook it, and then you eat it with the sides and vegetables. Pretty standard. I guess, I don't know what made it so incredible. I guess maybe if you went with a huge group of people and you experienced all the different types of meats there, it would have been more, I don't know, fantastical. But it was a pretty standard experience for me. Nothing out of the ordinary. Now the other one I went to, Yicheon, that one is a lot more traditional in that the waitresses were all in standard Korean traditional, they're not kimonos, but like dresses, and all the tables were wooden, kind of like this, but it was like a lot more decorated. So the walls, the ceiling, everything was very traditional and very well painted, very clean, pretty on point in that sense. And pretty much everyone there was like, it was packed, and service was fast still, despite how packed it was. I didn't have to wait too long, and it was done. The food was on point, quality of the meat on point. That one had just as many sides with rice and so forth. So I would say like both experiences were like pretty close. I would even peg Yicheon as higher because I got a little bit more meat, not much, and it came with the bone intact, so you saw the entire rib of the pork ribs I got, and then I got slightly more sides choices too. Both of them gave me like all sorts of different sides. So you got like the potato salads, carrots, all that stuff. Oh, looks like it's here. You may not be able to tell, but this is steaming and it's making a lot of sound. Probably fresh off the fryer. And there's your potato salad, kimchi, sprouts. Those are jalapenos, zucchini with some type of spicy stuff on it, and radishes. Standard. What's interesting is this one comes with a lot of scallions and onions, and it is steaming and making a lot of like popping sounds. Extra rice, extra.